Okay. I looked at some small stuff for mine, but I haven't really looked at too much. So this will be the first time I'm actually looking at anything related towards this character since then. Since her initial, like, I think when they showed her announcement trailer, and then the other thing is the only other thing I've looked at. I know a lot of creators have put out a lot of different content. I haven't had a chance to look at it. So this will be like literally the first time. Literally the first time, just to reiterate. So we want to look at her character guide and see what's going on here. See what's goody two shoes. My quick character that bedazzles opponents. Yep. I've been in my main for years. Tell me about it. Good, Chosen. Her drive rush is fast. Whoa. Hold down the button to change its properties. There's a light one. Medium. Heavy. Oh, you can use punches. Oh, you can hit her projectiles. Okay. Okay. So if you hold it, that's when you get the bounce fireball. Oh boy. I thought this would be an EX move, to be honest with you. It's charge move? And then the different versions have different heights. Whoa. Alright. Hold on the button to throw multiple fans. Alright. I'm with it. Yanbu, of course. Standard. Ryembu's always been a major poke for her. And the mediums and, well, in chaos, like the heavy versions are always the ones you use for combos. Okay. Looking good. Shinobi Bachi. Alright, what are we doing with this? Oh yeah, that's cartwheel. Typical my corner carry move, yeah. Heavy one goes really far, of course. You're never gonna use anything but the heavy version for combos. Standard my stuff. Oh, from lights you can get that? Which means she's probably plus a good amount. She'll probably get a dash up, be +2 or some shit like that. Overdrive version. Leaves you airborne, allows you to attack out of it. That's kinda nice. Of course, Mai has a DP. I thought that they'd give her flame pillar for DP. What is it, flash kick? But they gave her an actual DP, so flying squirrel. You know, Mai got a dive kick, of course. And she got a target combo that goes into it. OD version gives you a launch. Let's see. Yo, can you see Shinobi Bachi in the air? I guess that answers it. That costume getting played every time, by the way. Custody of the Wolves fit is too fucking good. Anyway, what's this? Kage, I don't know. Oh yeah, pillar. Then she gets an install, right? And she gets to keep it. Oh. It boosts all her moves. And you keep doing it to get more stocks. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. A resource management character in Street Fighter? Wow. They are outdoing themselves. And she can't air Shinobi Bachi. Alright, now we're talking. And it's projectile involved. Because, well, that's for level 2, right? So that makes sense. Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, that's nice. Especially since she's somewhat plus. Maybe +4, +5. That's what it looks like to me. Maybe even 6. Not bad. And of course her level 3 looks solid. Visuals are definitely great for it, obviously. This is the CA. Add a little bit of Samurai Showdown in there. Let's see what they did. This is even more my character than Terry. Damn. They cooked. Okay. That's definitely more of my speed. Way more my speed. Again, not that Terry isn't, because I spent a lot of time on him, obviously. But like, I think the stuff that she gets to do here is already really strong. I'm not gonna say she's top tier or anything like that, but I will say, based on her current kit and what they're showing here, Chosen is even better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, so you get to play some mind games with the fireball. Since they can hit the regular one, you can create some mind games, and then this looks nuts. What was that? Let's see here. Hold the buttons down to throw a pair of fans, but these ones won't pop off in the air. Afterwards, press forward punch to transition to midair. To throw 2 more fans for a total of 4. I see. Okay, so it's essentially like a Rekka. Didn't show, well, they didn't show whether or not it cost any extra meter for it, but I'm assuming it's like a Rekka. But that's interesting. So this in itself makes me wonder whether or not you probably can't drive reversal that, probably, based on the one on the top. So I would assume this is anti-drive reversal. I'm gonna assume. I don't know if it is. I could see it being really good against DI. Obviously, it's gonna require some testing, but this looks like it's gonna be super good in the corner. And since the regular fans, whether it be like A, B, or C, I'm saying A, B, or C as if this is freaking SNK, but light, medium, or heavy, like that determines how far away, I guess either how far away or how high the height of the fan, right? So the light one doesn't go that high, then like the medium one. So this is probably the medium one. I'm gonna show the heavy one, right? Yeah, that's the heavy one. So, oh, I lie. That's the heavy one. Oh nah, that's gonna be crazy. She's gonna have trade situations where she can use the light fan on charge and get that. So I'd imagine she needs a good amount of frames to get that going. It might be somewhere along the lines of Kimberly, where it might be like a 44 frame, 45 frame type deal for the charge into release. Because they're not going to let her have charge fan and not have some kind of Oki setup for it. Wouldn't make any sense. But I guess it just depends on like the knockdown. Then you'd be able to get that. Then I'd imagine it's anti-DI. They try to wake up DI or something like that. You might run in, try to, maybe you drive rush in, do something, they get hit by the fan, you could DI back or something like that. It might even be good for anti-super, right? Where like they try to wake up into their like level 2 or level 1, level 3. Maybe the fan will pass through them at that point. So I think it just depends. She looks like she might be very, very bad. The matches I can see her already doing well and probably just be Zangief off rip. I can see her probably being Honda. She doesn't have to interact. That's always been my thing. You don't have to. You fight on your own terms. You don't have to fight people if you don't want to. And like Mai's got a complete kit. Like Kagero no Mai or Pillar is not it's not a charge move. I don't know. They give her actual DP. Basically, she came in with like she has some of her real bout stuff, but I thought that she would get feint cancels, and I was way wrong. Sorry for those that were looking for the Mai video. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't make it, but I thought she came in with more like feint stuff, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So it looks like you mostly play for the pillar. You get the flame power up, and then you get in more enhanced special moves, so her level 1 becomes more important. But I'm wondering how important it really is when CA is pretty important. I don't know. I guess it makes her more of a utility-based character, in my opinion. She seems more very, very much so meter management, utility focused than like any other character in this game so far. The only other character that I can think of that's like that is Ed, because he relies on level 2. But they've made a character for the first time that relies on level 1. And it's kind of interesting because Terry relies on level 2, so he kind of fits that level 2 utility meta, where Mai now kind of creates the level 1 utility meta, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. So I don't know. I'm cool with this. I think they should maybe have considered another way for her to get stocks. But I mean, you get 5 of them from the level 1, so getting a level 1 is not that hard. They clearly want to make her a combo utility. I don't know. It's like she's a pure combo utility character. Like you get the level 1 and you be smart about your special moves and poke like crazy. Which again, that's my specialty. Like she's SNK's Chun. I would argue she's a better Chun, but that's just me. At least in her own game. So the only thing that I'm concerned about with this character moving forward is like, she's not out yet, obviously. She comes out next week, but the only thing I'm concerned about is whether or not she's gonna be in that Terry position where like kind of guilty until proven otherwise. And by that I mean like they'll give her all this stuff and see how players interact with it, and then decide whether or not she needs a buff like Terry. You know what I mean? Because Terry had issues on launch. He definitely wasn't a bad character, but he definitely could have used some love in some areas. And the love that they gave him in those areas, he's just he's even better than what he was. He's probably what he should have been on launch. But you know, I think that's kind of the status quo with some of these games, is like they'll have a character do certain things and they just don't let them do it on launch, and they like, okay, we'll let you do it after we see how people interact with it. And even then, people won in Capcom Cup qualifiers with Terry. So it's like, you know, I think like 2 or 3 people won with him. So I mean, it's not like he's bad when he before the buffs. Now he's just like, I'd argue he's in the best position he could be in. I wouldn't say perfect, but I think for what the game is throwing at you, I think he's good where he needs to be. All that is yet to be seen now is, does Mai have a throw loop? Which of course, you know, most people are banking on it. Me personally, I'll be real with you, I hope she doesn't. I hope she's more fan Oki oriented as opposed to like throw personally. But again, has yet to be seen. I've seen some small stuff. Her buttons do look pretty good, and I'll probably look at some more stuff in a little bit, but based on this guide here and like her specials, at least the guide on her specials, this is good. Obviously there will be a Mai for noobs. You don't even have to ask me if that's coming. It's coming. But you know, I'm gonna get to work on that pretty heavily before she comes out. And yeah, pretty much, and even after she comes out, we worked out pretty heavily. She just looks to be complete. She looks like a complete character. She's gonna probably play, in my honest opinion, her own game more so than some of the other cast members, Clearly, Terry and Mai are definitely playing Fatal Fury within Street Fighter. Because again, this utility stuff is just way Fatal Fury. So I'm content. I'll definitely give her some burn, give her some time, see how things go. Obviously, like I said before, my For Noob's on the way. Definitely a bit more than what I thought. But if I had to say what I see here more than anything else, she looks like CVS2 Mai with just better buttons. That's my, well, better buttons and like a better overall like subsystem to work with. Because before she was just like a footsie character with a somewhat decent reversal. Now she's got a good reversal, good buttons. Again, it's they literally just let her have everything. So I'm content. Like I said before, we're gonna see how this pans out, and can't wait to give her some time next week. So get out of here on this one. Go look at some more stuff. See what else is good with Mai.